Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at Daily Beats. In today's video I already did a melodic rap beat and I'm going to show you how I did this beat. So this video will be a little bit shorter and yeah, I'm going to try to make sometimes shorter videos. I've seen in the comments that you want a little bit shorter videos, so I'm going to do that. And for those of you who want to see the full process and see the more extensive videos where you can learn deeper, I think you can see them in the premium and exclusive section. So before we start, I would like to ask you to subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also, if you want to support my channel, consider buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to the exclusive premium and exclusive tutorials, and you will be able to see how I do everything. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start the tutorial. So this is the beat that I have here so far, and it sounds like this. As you can see, very melodic beat, very sentimental, let's say. So in terms of the elements, I have the drums, I have the hi-hats, I have the piano, which started the full beat, and I have a bass, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, and electric piano. So let's go and start with the core of this beat, which is the piano. And this is basically a chord progression that I played in the piano. I didn't play everything, I just played these first notes here, and then I copy and paste the bass notes. And for the second part, what I did is just to, instead of, as you can see here, we have this chord here, which I think is G major, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go with major. Yeah, G major, as you can see here, G major. And then we go to G minor, B minor, and then D major, and we go back again to G major. And what I did here basically was just to invert the chord. So what I did was I selected these notes and then I shifted them one octave, and as you can see here, this part here is the same as here. So it creates a different, it's the same, how can I say, the same tones, but in different octaves they create this different variation. So let's listen to it. So here we go back to the same chord, but here in the final one it's a little bit, it is perceived as different. It's perceived as different even though it's the same notes itself, but yeah, the bass notes are one octave higher, and this one here is inverted, which makes it sound different from the full circle of the chord progression. So I really enjoy this chord progression here, and let's go and see what we have next. The thing that I did after was the drums, and this is just simple, a kick from the Bangin trap drum kit, simple kit. This has a more, it sounded more like a live kick, so that's why I choose it. Because I wanted to give this live, not live, but I wanted to have it a little bit more like a drum kit in a real drum set. And then the clap is a clap from the PEX in FL Studio, and then we have here the hi-hats. So for the hi-hats, let's go here. What I have is basically a single hi-hat, just normal rhythm. And then I added a second hi-hat with everything. And of course we have a little bit of swing to make it sound a little bit better, so we can check without swing. Oops. Sounds a little bit mechanic. And now if we paste the swing, it has a little bit more swing, so it makes it sound a little bit natural, or more natural than without swing. Okay, so this was the first 3 patterns that I created, and then I moved on to the bass. For the bass, what I did was I went here to the piano and I copied the bass notes like that. Here I copied them and I went to the bass. Let's go here, bass, and then I just paste them. And after I paste them, I went ahead and start creating this type of variations here, which is very simple. Oops. Let's unsolo this. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, let's see, unsolo. Well, lately, I don't know what's happening with FL Studio. This is really strange. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it is, yeah. Now it doesn't work as it used to be. So this is the bass. Very simple. I just copied the first part and I pasted it in the second one. I didn't want too much variation in the bass. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So let's go, actually, there is something that I want to show you, which is the processing on the bass, which is very important because I have here the kick and the bass. So what I did was to send a copy of the kick as a sidechain to the bass. And as you can see here, we are just ducking the bass a little bit with the sidechain of the kick. And this gives room to the kick and it makes the bass a little bit more, how can I say, makes the bass and the kick match much better. So one thing that I added here was a compressor to level out the bass, because if I take out this compressor, you will see that this is all over the place. As you can see here, much bigger, less, and then here, very big, very strong. As you can see, the bass is all over the place. It's not very, it has a lot of variation in terms of the dynamic range. And here, for instance, now the note is low, here is high, and this is very important when you are trying to mix everything. This compressor here, what it did was to make everything sound a little bit more constant, and it's a very big difference in the overall dynamics of the track. As you can see here, the bass now sounds much more focused. It sounds that it was played just in the same volume. Without this compressor here, it was just all over the place. So be aware of this type of things in your productions, because they can have a very strong effect. Again, I don't know what's going on. Okay, yeah. Let's now go to the acoustic guitar. And this is basically a simple acoustic guitar. And what I did was, again, I copied the chord progression of the piano and then just hit Alt-S to create a piano roll, or to call the strumizer. And for this one, I tried to make it so that these notes here, the second notes, or the third notes in the chord, or in this case is this first one, they all hit here the 3 steps, or the third step, 1, 2, the third step in the first beat. So that's the thing, and it sounds like this. Very simple, again, going through or using the same melodic structure as the chord progression in the piano. Okay, very simple. Then I have electric guitar, and for this one I just did it like this, a very simple, how can I say, a muted guitar. And again, going through the same bass notes of the chord progression. So in this case, what I did was just I went here to the piano and I copy these notes here and this one here. I copied. If I do that here, let's go to the electric. Yeah, this one should be up. I copied the wrong one because this should be G6. As you can see, it's the same. The chords are in the same place. The only difference is that this is a more muted type of sound. And I could, for instance, just increase everything like that. And it will have a different sound itself. Okay, but I want to have it like that. Okay, very simple, but it's also a very low sound in terms of volume, but it's there to give a little bit more rhythm to the track. And lastly but not least, I added this electric piano to give the final melody, because I felt that it was just, I can show you, for instance, if I play everything like that, it sounds good, but I think it's missing something, because we have the chord progression, and the chord progression is nice, but it was missing a melody. And what I tried to do was, with this piano, I tried to create a different melody. So let's go here, and this one I didn't base on the chord progression itself. I just start putting notes randomly and to see what sounded nice, and this is the result. Very simple piano. And yeah, let's go now again and listen to everything together. As you can see, the piano gives a little bit more support to the chord progression. It's the melody that drives the song, and the chord progression can be used, for instance, in verses and in different parts of the track. And this is more melodic part, for instance, for the chorus or something like that. Okay, so as you can see, a very simple beat, but I think it has a lot of elements here that we can play around with. For instance, I can just have, let's copy this over, let's work here. I can just have just this and no melody and just the piano and the bass. Here I can have this one with a bass and the hi-hats. For instance, a more calm part after maybe the first chorus. I can have, for instance, let's go back here and let's keep the acoustic guitar, or I can even just use the acoustic guitar like that and start introducing the electric one. As you can see, we have here already have four different sections. I can use these three for the verse, and then this one here for the chorus with all the elements and all the melodies, or the melody and the chord progressions. Okay guys, so this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's a little bit faster, but you guys are asking me to show more focused things, and this way I can make the tutorial a little bit shorter. So let me know what you think in the comments below, if you like this short format or not. If you want to see more extended videos, just let me know. And if you are new here to this channel, subscribe and activate the notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Also consider supporting my channel by buying one of my products at DailyBeatsVI, or become a premium or exclusive member, and you will have access to exclusive tutorials about music production, and also to more premium and exclusive content. So My name is Tiago Duarte, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.